Hello everyone. Today I'm sharing with you, what elements should a professional store design have? This is a question many sellers only truly begin to consider after operating for a while, because in the early stages, you're more concerned with, can it sell? Can it run smoothly? But as the store enters a stable operational phase, you'll gradually discover that how professional the design is directly impacts efficiency, trust, and conversion rates. In this article, I won't discuss how good the design is, but rather break down the key elements that truly differentiate ordinary stores from professional ones. First, the conclusion. Professional store design is not equal to strong design sense. When many people hear professional design, they immediately think of high-end visuals, complex pages, and numerous design elements. But in reality, the core of professional design is never more, but precision. Truly professional stores are often not stunning at first glance, but become smoother and clearer the more you look at them. 2. The first element of a professional store, clear and stable positioning. A professional store can answer a user's question very quickly. What do you sell? Not with a vague slogan, but through the overall page design, allowing users to naturally understand. What is your main product? What are your core advantages? Who is your target audience? If a store has a beautiful page and decent design, but users still have to guess what you sell, then no matter how much money you spent, it can't be considered professional. The first step to professionalism is not making users guess. 3. The second element, clear focus, not evenly distributed effort. A common problem with ordinary stores is they try hard on everything. They want to promote every product, resulting in a lack of focus. A professional store, on the other hand, will have a clear main focus, have a clear hierarchy, allowing users to know at a glance which to look at first. This is reflected not only in the product area, but also in text hierarchy, visual size, module order. Professionalism comes from daring to prioritize. The third element, a stable and consistent visual and stylistic system. Visual consistency here doesn't refer to how sophisticated the design is, but rather its stability and sustainability. Professional stores typically possess a fixed main color scheme, relatively consistent font usage, a consistent image style. The benefits of this are, users won't feel unfamiliar upon repeated visits, the page is easier to maintain, lower costs for future redesigns, stability itself conveys a sense of professionalism. The fourth element, a structure, following the user's decision-making path. Professional stores rarely leave users to think for themselves. They pre-arrange the order for users in the page structure. Get to know you, then look at the products, then address concerns. Finally, drive the decision. If users on the page don't know where to start, flip through information back and forth, need to summarize the key points themselves, then the page design is still at the page assembly stage. Professional design reduces the user's cognitive load. Fix. The fifth element, appropriate trust messages, not just a pile of endorsements. Many shops, when they mention professionalism, start piling on certificates, qualifications, various explanations. But a professional shop's expression of trust is usually placed appropriately, only stating necessary information, not overshadowing the main message. Its purpose isn't to show off, but to give users a sense of security when they're hesitant. Trust messages are supplementary, not the main focus. 7. The sixth element, leaving room for long-term operations. A truly professional shop design will always leave room for the future. It won't rework everything for every promotion, make every small change, a huge undertaking become increasingly difficult to maintain with continued operation instead. Clear structure, replaceable modules, iteratable content this way. The design becomes a long-term tool, not a burden of repeated rework. Vet. When should you take professional design? Seriously? When you start paying attention to these issues, conversion rates are already decent, but further improvement is difficult. Pages are becoming increasingly complex and difficult to maintain. Styles are inconsistent across different platforms. This indicates a signal. Your store has entered a stage requiring professional management. At this point, store design is no longer a one-time task, but a continuous capability. A practical piece of advice for sellers: don't rush to equate professional with expensive. True professionalism means ensuring your store functions stably and consistently within your business rhythm. Even if you take it step by step, as long as the direction is right, professionalism will gradually accumulate. In short, a professional store design isn't about how complex it is or how many design techniques it employs, but rather, whether it clearly serves your business. Clarity, stability, and sustainability are the core elements that professional store design should truly possess.